Hey everyone, welcome to another WrightReview. Here we do movies, old and new, video games, animation, and TV shows. I'm Zuzi, this is my dad.
How y'all doing?
Sorry, it's been a long time. Today we are doing Harlem Nights, released in 1989. Dad, you want to talk about the story, or would you like me to?
You can tell.
So the story is about a father and son who runs a nightclub in the 1930s.
Yeah, 30.
And
they started before that, but
no, I'm just saying that's when the movie.
the base, the main.
And they're getting problems from another mobster.
Well, Italian mobster, cause they just nightclub owners.
An Italian mobster wants their business.
Yeah, he jealous of the amount of money they making, and then of course, cause they black.
And so he does everything he can to get the business from them. And it's about them and their family basically fighting for their business and their lives.
Oh, yeah, something like that.
What's your opinion on the movie?
Oh, you know I love the movie. It's a funny movie. Like you said, I didn't even know all the time. Well, I should have known it was rated R because all the cussing, I guess. But yeah, definitely a funny movie. What you think about it?
I like the movie. It's good.
Yeah, because that was your first time seeing it.
It's a comedy, definitely, a little. You ready to get in the characters? Oh, my bad. That was a good shots.
Oh, yeah.
My thing, the shots.
Like the old costumes and stuff they was wearing from back in the day.
My first character would be Sugar Ray. He's the dad of Quick. He is the runner of the nightclub. He's been doing it for, I assume, a long time.
Yeah, because remember he had a little club at first, but
he definitely cares about these people. You know, like I said, they're family.
Yeah, almost definitely.
And it's also shown that he has experience with all this. You know, about life and in the business they're in.
He's been doing it, probably been doing that stuff since he was a kid.
And basically, it's about him trying to help his family and especially his son out of the situation, while also teaching his son things along the way, life lessons.
Yeah.
Did I say it's about? It's a.
I mean,
that's his goal. Okay, it's not to teach his son life lessons and protect them.
Yeah, retire without anybody getting hurt, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So do you like Sugar? I mean, you did.
Oh my bad, I described it. I like him. I definitely like him. He's great. Great character played by a great actor, Richard Pryor. What you have to say on Sugar?
I mean, I like Sugar. Sugar funny. Sugar smart. Yeah.
As a dad, you think he's a very good dad? I think he is.
I mean, he's definitely a good dad. He got good. He's a good dad because he's a good person. But I mean, is he a good dad because his son is in a criminal business with him? Especially during the time where, I mean, it's bad for our people now, but back then it was, whew.
It's especially bad.
I mean, yeah, man, almost anybody could do something to you. Still, they can now. I mean, so I guess I don't know if it really changed. But yeah, to have your son doing that with you, I mean, he's a good dad, but I guess circumstances made it that way.
Good choice of words. My next character is, of course, Quick, the son.
Yeah.
Quick, they bring up multiple times, is definitely younger than all of them, you know?
Of course he's younger than all of them.
No, I'm saying, but also, like, you know, they all have, like, experience and know what to do and what not. He's, you know, quick to go in.
I mean, I think he know what to do, too, but he just has a quick temper. So, you know, he fly off the handle real fast. He don't think it out like where, you know, he think more like, I guess he look at it like, man, the world supposed to be equal, man. I'm gonna do to them what they do to me. Where the older ones look at it like, you know, them people run the world, so we gotta be smart about how we move and when we get our revenge and all that type of stuff. So I guess that's what I think it is. He just has a temper with it, and he feel like, man, shoot, they feel like they can disrespect me, I can disrespect them. Whatever they can do to me, I can do to them. But go ahead.
Can I say he's high-headed?
That's what I'm basically saying. Yeah.
But also, at times he is quick, on his feet and smart.
Yeah. Cause sometimes he high-headed, and then sometimes I think them people just old-fashioned, like he said, man. Like you ain't gonna just be doing anything to me.
He's the new era against their old era.
Yeah, he's kind of what the era was turning into, where guys wasn't just gonna be laying down and letting you just
kick them.
Just do whatever. I mean, it's still a long way from, but you had people starting to stand up.
It's also, I also saw as this, I might be wrong. To me, it seems like both of them are smart, but it seems like Sugar, he's the brains, since
I think both of them the brains is just Sugar just. Like you said, he gonna keep it at a business level. He's not gonna take it personal, basically. Where Quicker he's emotional about it.
That's why I said he was more, since I don't think he's smarter than him. I think they're both equally smart. I'm saying I think I saw this.
Yeah. I mean,
and it's also from what I say, you never see Sugar fire a gun, I believe.
No, because he gonna think everything through.
Wow. Quick is quick to do it.
Like, I mean, we'll get to the scenes, but there's a scene in there where I feel like he could have did his, would you say, fire the gun?
Mm-hmm.
And, I mean, of course, they probably would have made it look crazy back then, but he wouldn't have been wrong for doing it.
He did fire the gun. I forgot. He did fire the gun, though. He fired the gun that count.
But let's
get to that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry I was laughing over here while you was explaining. I admit, I was laughing at my joke saying he's quick to fire a gun while I was talking about quick. Who's your next character?
The dude, the
cop?
bad guy.
No.
Bugsy Calhoun.
Calhoun.
Yeah, I mean, he's a bully. I mean, he getting all the money in the world. He run the town. These people got one little spot, and he want that just because
they're black and they're successful.
Yes. And he just, I guess he like most tyrants or whatever you call them. He just want to own everything, have everything. Everything, he greedy.
A big me, my.
Yeah, he just a greedy person. Very self-centered, selfish.
Bugsy is basically, like you said, the greedy, rich, powerful, wanting everything. Bad guy.
Yeah.
Who hates black people.
Yeah, he definitely don't like that. I mean, well, he don't mind that black lady. He uses black people for what he want to use them for, but.
I mean, he seemed to care about that one.
Yeah, he cared about her because it was more sexual and I guess
personal. Well, he was like
the other black people was men, and they,
they had their uses.
They was like flunkies to him.
But her,
she was a flunky, but
queen flunky. Can I say that?
I guess the sexual stuff is the emotional. She had him emotionally attached.
Ripped him. Like I said, he's just a big bad guy. That's really all I can call him. I'll start with this next character. Detective Cantone?
Yeah.
Or the cop. Cantone, I guess. He's basically a flunky. He doesn't like black people. And he especially don't like them. I'll explain it in another scene, but he especially don't like them for certain reason. He's just like
he's jealous.
He's just like what's it called? What's his name? Bugsy. Only he's less rich. He's a flunky.
Yeah,
and he has less power.
Yeah.
But the rest, they can all line up together. And he's basically just, since I'm a video game person, he's the second boss. before the big boss.
He like the underboss. I mean, well, not even he ain't even my underboss. Because in the family, he wouldn't fall next in line.
Oh no, definitely one. But I'm saying his guards. Cops.
Yeah, he probably just a cop. He got a street cop detective. He got up on his payroll.
Didn't Bugsy say he was his best? I don't know what he called him, but he said he's his best something.
Yeah.
Also, it shows that they have like a close relationship. I don't know if that means they knew each other before they started this, or is it just he been working for a long time?
What do you mean they got close?
Like they're, I almost want to say they're buddy. Like
I don't think I never even seen him. But they was in maybe one scene together.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they like that. I think Bugsy don't care about him neither. He's just a cop that he can use, that has a badge to go and do stuff for him. He got a high rank in his precinct that he in, and so like when he want him to, I mean he's a rat for real, Bugsy, because what I'm doing is police stuff. Like if I'm a criminal and you're a criminal, I see you coming up in the business. Instead of me sending my killers over there, kill you, rob you, or extort you, whatever we're gonna do, I call the police and send the police over there to lock you up so you can go to jail and I can just take your business over. That's a sucker move to me. I mean, to me, if you were playing street games, you either kill them people, try to extort them people, or leave them people alone.
See, here's the thing. He has power, but he's a big fat rat.
Who?
Bugsy. Take that.
That's what I'm saying.
Take that power away.
No, I'm just saying that. That's what them type of people do. They use the police. You got all this power and muscle. Send your killers over there. Extort them people. Or if you're gonna use the police, I ain't using the police to come lock you up. I'm sending them over there, raiding your spot and making them kill you. I ain't using them to send you to jail.
Mm-hmm.
Nah.
Okay.
But go ahead.
That's my last character.
Okay, let's get into the scenes.
Yeah. My first scene is the intro, right? So it basically shows like a big shot of the city, correct? And then it shows to the street level, and you follow a kid, right? Mm-hmm. And he runs into a place, and it's called like, Ray Place.
Yeah, like a little after hours spot.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And basically, Ray, I forgot the other members. Ray and his crew is gambling with another guy.
Ray, Benny. And I've got the redhead dude name, but and the other dude that you're talking about, they gambling with.
Yeah, him and his crew is gambling with some other dude, and the kid comes in and he got raped. Something.
Cigarettes.
Yeah, cigarettes. And he's like, "Hey, get that kid out of here. They're bad kids are bad luck for when I'm what he call it, shaking."
He said, well, "I told the kids bring me get bad luck when I'm shooting dice."
Yeah. And Ray and them was like, "He stays."
No, they was like, man, he was like, man, shut up, man. It's,
throw the dice.
The sign outside says Ray Place.
I'm right.
Yeah, so whoever, it's my place. If you shoot the dice or give it to the next dude, he's buying from the next dude, and he's like, I ain't selling them. And he's like, well, I'm gonna shoot these motherfuckers, and they're betting that crap. And because they started making fun of his mouth because he had the missing front teeth and stuff. But go ahead.
He basically rolls a bad number.
No, yeah, he crapped out. He rolled a 7.
I don't understand.
Because his point was 6. And he was like, so he needed a 6.
Oh, yeah, he was saying the funny thing, like, oh, I need shoes.
Come on, 6 with your stinking ass. Uh-huh. Wife need clothes. No, he said, baby need clothes, wife needs shoes. And they was like, you need some teeth. Shoot the motherfucking knife. And he's like, yeah, I'm going to shoot him. But I bet that crap. And that's when he threw the 7.
You can explain the more, things, how they messed up, because I don't know these games.
Yeah, he just threw the 7, so he lost his money. He needed the 6, basically, to win. And so when he threw the 7, and he's like, you out. And he pulled the knife out on him. He said, didn't I tell you these motherfucking kids give me motherfucking bad luck? He said, man, so I want my money back, everything you took in, because if you don't, I'm gonna shank you. I'm gonna stab you. I'm gonna stab him. I'm definitely gonna stab this little motherfucker right here.
And so Ray's going under the table for his gun.
Yeah, he's reaching. You just see him reaching for something.
He's trying to tell him, like, you know, a joke because he's about to shoot him, but then he doesn't have the gun in his hand.
He's like, man, let me tell you something. He said, what the fuck you got to tell me?
And then he feels that the gun's in there.
He's like, it slipped my mind. He said, slip your mind. And as soon as he's about to stab Ray, he just like, pow. You see a hole come in the middle of his head.
It slipped his mind.
The whole time, the little boy was shooting the gun. And they was asking him about it, like,
he's like, he's gonna kill us.
Yeah, it's like,
so I killed him.
So what's your name? He's like, my name Quick. He's like, well, I'm gonna take you home to your mother. He said, my mama dead. He said, I'm gonna take you home to your daddy. He said, my daddy dead. He said, what, did you shoot him? He's like, nah, they just dead. He's like, well, I'm gonna take him home with me. And that's what Betty's like, man, shit, sugar, I don't know about that. And he's like, no, he cool. Give me a 5. He's like, I ain't giving you shit. They started laughing. And then they...
before he left, he said, get this damn...
Yeah, get him out of here. Take him out the back.
And take him to, like, the river?
Yeah, wherever they...
Yeah, thank you for also simply explaining to me how he lost.
Yeah.
While using, I guess, knowing the rules.
Yeah, simple.
And the next scene, we jump forward, like, 20 years?
Yeah, because that was like 1919, and then it went up to like 35, what you said?
No, I thought it was 38.
Whatever.
It was 30 something.
Yeah.
And basically, Quick now, adult, and Sugar is going to their new spot, and it's different. Like,
yeah, they got a big spot, got all the
it's very improved.
It look like a real casino. Yeah.
It's very improved from the place
from the beginning, yeah.
That sign is now gone.
Yeah.
But anyway, they're enjoying themselves, right? They're like, were they talking about like checking up on everything? You know?
Yeah, they were just saying how everything going. They was asking some of the pit bosses and little security people like how everything going around the job.
They sit down and then they see Biggie Smalls. That's his name, right?
No, or is it just Small? Say they saw
no, his name's Small.
Tommy.
Tommy.
Yeah, and LaRue.
LaRue.
Yeah, Dominic LaRue. And Tommy Smalls.
Yes, I said Biggie Smalls.
Yeah, Tommy Smalls.
And Dominic LaRue entered.
They like, cause Tommy kept laughing. He's like, yeah, Mr. Quick.
No, before that. I want to explain a little before that. They saw him enter. He's like, no. He's like, what are you gonna do? I'm just about to go greet your guests. He's like, I know how you greet people.
Oh yeah, I thought you were talking about when the Spanish dude was like, he's like, that's Tommy Smalls. He said, you want me to kick his ass? He said, nah, I don't want you to go kick his ass. That's what he said to Sugar.
But no, he said, I know how you greet people. And he basically go over and greet them. And like you said, he was making jokes at his name being Quick.
Yeah, and Sugar came over and told him, get him a table.
But also, while talking to Tommy, he was like being all nice and stuff to, what's her name? Dominic.
Yeah,
Dominic LaRue.
Yeah.
And then that's when Sugar came over. And then, did he say that?
That's when Sugar said what you said.
Oh.
He said, keep an eye on Tommy. Or, what did he say, watch him or something? He said, man, who's that girl he with?
That's the beginning part.
Yeah.
When they leave to get their table, he's like, I was just greeting them. He's like, I know how you greet.
Yeah. He told him. He's trying to get some puss.
And he told his guards to go watch it. Them.
Yeah.
And then, one of the girls, like walking around like grabbing numbers and stuff. Telling about something coming in one of the Benny's.
With Benny, yeah. The crop taker said people was complaining about him because about his eyes. And she's like, he's like, we just bought him some glasses. She said, yeah, that's the problem. He won't wear them. Said he don't need them. And when he went over there, they show over there.
They're like, someone got 6. He's like 8.
Yeah, whatever the number is, he called a whole different number.
They're like, he's like, whoa, give me a minute.
He's like, nah, it's a motherfucker fall. He said, oh no, I had something in my eye. He said, well, get that shit out your eye. He's like, I ain't gonna get too many more motherfuckers.
And what he said, he's like, hey, Benny, can I talk to you aside? And someone replaced him. He's like, all right. He's like, Benny, put on the glasses. He's like, I don't need the glasses. Put them on for me.
He said, I'm Benny Snake Eyes Wilson. I can call it.
I've been doing this for 40 years.
Yeah, I can call the dice before they stop rolling. I've been doing it for 40 years. He said, well, Snake Eyes, just put them on for me. He's like, all right.
Yeah. As soon as he went over.
What he say? You don't look good. He said, I don't feel different, but his eyes was big as shit in the way.
It killed me when he walked over. And he was like, nice going on something. Or he was talking about his eye. He's like, F you.
Yeah,
And he's been doing that throughout the movie. That killed me.
Yeah.
But nothing. Then you can skip ahead.
Oh, then see my part when they in there at the end.
Oh wait, no. I was about to go to that. There was another scene. Go ahead, you explain.
Oh, when they at the end of the night and they counting up all the money and they saying how much they got from each spot. So Quick and them got like 800 from the crap table.
How much did the bar make?
I forgot.
Or they didn't say?
I think the bar and the crap table had like $800 combined because them both Quicks jumped.
Because if you remember, she said, I don't complain when the craps or the bar come up short.
Yeah, no, that's when he was like, man, get Vera in here, man, so we can do this kind of. And she came in and she was like, don't be rushing me. I ain't coming until every last trick has left. And then he's like, all right, baby. Anyway, how much? Go ahead.
No, I just wanted to bring up this one scene. I love how she is that when she was like, F you, sugar. Yeah. He's like, it's alright, baby. She's like,
hey, he's trying to get her. She's like, don't do that.
No, she goes.
Yeah. And then he's like, all right, baby, for real. How much the girls make back then? She said, oh yeah, we got about 200. He said, 200.
Quick.
Quick said, yeah, been back there all night. All they got is $200.
And
she
then
said, fuck you, Quick.
No, she said, kiss my ass.
Yeah, kiss my ass.
I don't come complaining when the bars and the crack tables come up short.
He said, because the bar and the crap table never come up short. Just the girls. So either you or them got a problem with their Rick. No, what he say? She said, what you saying? Quick, he said, I ain't trying to say shit. I'm just saying, you in charge of girls? She said, I ain't in charge of girls. You in charge of girls? Yeah, I ain't in charge of girls. Let's keep it simple. The girl, even when the place is packed, the girls come up short. So either you or them got a problem with their arithmetic.
He's there.
And that's when she was like, oh.
Are you accusing
me? Accusing me of stealing or something? Yeah, I gotta kick your ass. Or something. And I don't want to hear no afterwards neither. And he was like, that's when she's like, come on, bring your ass in. And he was laughing. He goes, a joke. They went out back. I mean, you can explain that.
She whooped his.
Yeah, she destroyed him back there.
Every punch that she threw, she's like, ah.
Yeah. And she's like, yeah.
You up play.
He threw his hardest punch. She ate that motherfucker. So, yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Ready to play.
Yeah. That nigga was scared. You see his eyes as big as shit. He was scared to death.
She started throwing him around. Did she
throw him? She just punched his ass out.
My bad.
He hit her with the top of the trash can.
Didn't hit her with
that. Slammed the whole trash
She
can.
got back up like, we're throwing trash cans at people.
Yeah, that's when she pulled out the razor on him.
No, isn't that? I thought she put him in the trash can. Then she,
No, she didn't put him in no trash can.
She didn't?
No, remember he kept punching her. He's like, oh, you ain't think it's gonna be like that. And she's like, oh, nigga, you hit like a bitch.
No, punched. Oh, yeah, no mind.
Yeah, and he's like, I hit like bitch. Y'all say goodnight to this bitch. And he swung that wild ass haymaker. And she caught him with some body jumps. Then caught him with that up. And he fell on the ground. Yeah, he went up in the air and fell on the ground. Then that's when she was over top of him, just punching him in the face, telling him about herself. Don't ever accuse her of stealing or none of that. And then he smacked her in her head.
With the trash can that threw on her. Then she pulled up the
razor blade.
Then he pulled out his gun.
He pulled out the gun.
And she's like, oh, you want to play?
Nah, she's like, oh, you said you gonna shoot me. And he's like, man, I shoot you in your foot or whatever. And she was like, there it is, go ahead, shoot me. He said, I'm telling you, I shoot it. And she's like, he said, I shoot you the pinky toe off. She was like, go ahead, shoot.
Next scene.
And he looked at the three dudes that were sitting on the side.
They
did like this. Shot her ass.
Next scene. No,
and jumped right to the next scene.
They're all coming out and she in the end like, you shot me.
She's I'm gonna kill you. She said, I'm gonna kick you. I'm gonna put the left of my foot in your ass. I'm telling you, I'm gonna kill you.
I'm sorry.
And Ray and them was like, you overreacting.
No, he's like, get better and make sure she get better.
Yeah, but then he turned to Quick and was like, man. No, she was like, babe, we're gonna find your toe. Remember, he was like, we're gonna find your pinky toe. And then he turned around and said, man, you be overreacting, man. He said, what? Overreact? She pulled the knife. He said, she wasn't going to stay.
And Ray didn't say nothing. He just shook his head and walked up.
Yeah, Benny's like, yeah, Vera was whooping your ass. And you ain't had that gun, she still be whooping your ass.
Then he said something to Benny, and Benny was
He's like, see, shut the fuck up, man. He said, see, y'all motherfuckers laugh at the wrong shit. Yeah. That's when they say, get your blind ass in the car.
He's like, F you. I'm sorry, kill me. She screamed.
Why wouldn't she?
No. Also, he said we'll fight her, but so we just flew somewhere.
What Pinky told me? I think this probably was just trying to calm her down.
Did they actually find it, or they didn't have like the thing back to that reattach it?
You crazy?
It's gone.
Found that.
It's gone.
Yeah.
But no, it just killed me. I'm sorry. Next scene. What's his name? Cantone.
Yeah.
Detective Cantone is in Sugar Ray's house.
Yeah, when
I'll
Ray
let you
came
describe
home,
this.
No, ain't too much to describe. Ray came in the house and he heard he could hear somebody in there, so he pulled out his gun. And when he came, and it was the police dude. I mean, he figured it was a police once he seen the white dude. But that's when it was like, oh, you Ray something? You own the After Hours place and all that?
He said no. I don't
And
know.
Ray was like, nah, I own a candy store, 20 years. He said, oh my bad, I got the wrong, right? Something, man, dang.
Nice house.
Yeah, he said, you got tailor-made suit? No, he said, you buy from Macy's or something? He said, nah, the tailor-made. He's like, I buy mine on the rack. He said, oh, you do? You wear it, but you wear it so well. He was being sarcastic. Hey, crushed him. You wear it so well. Hey, Bama knew he was playing too. Bama said, hey, you funny or something. He said, but yeah, something, man. Ain't a nigga in Harlem with a, he said, you living like this, I know it ain't a nigga in Harlem without a sweet tooth. He jive. Ray jive. Giggled at it a little bit.
Basically a sarcastic giggle.
Yeah, like you racist bitch. But then the band was like, well, I'm sorry, man, I got the wrong spot. He's like, you sure you don't need a partner? It'd be Sugar and Fields. Sugar Fields or some shit. He's like, nah. And then he's like, all right. But at first he was like, put the gun down, cause jigs with guns make me nervous. Yeah, this racist shit. But that's what I was talking about a time when he pulled his gun out that he could have used it. But I said, of course, with his lifestyle and him being black, they probably would have got all over him about that.
I'm gonna tell you when he actually did fire the gun though.
But go ahead. What's the next scene?
Sorry about all the hiccups.
No,
my next scene is when they're back at the club, and I think they're talking about what this happened.
Oh yeah.
And he was talking to Ray. No, Ray was talking to Quick. I forgot what Quick said. You remember?
I think he's like, man, seriously, man, I ain't killing people, man. Somebody come me. No, that's the other scene I'm talking about. I forgot what he was talking about.
And he said, I forgot what Ray said, but I don't remember like when Quick. He's like, we can't do that. See, you're full of you're young full of vigor.
Yeah, he said. See.
And what did he say besides that? And a little. He said you're young, full of vigor, and something else.
A little something. So I forgot what he said.
But he's basically saying he doesn't think everything.
Through. Basically, yeah. And he was telling him, man. He said, see, he said when you die, you want to die when you're in your 70s, 80s, right? He said ain't cool dying when you're 20 something.
You want to die surrounded by
your grandkids, your kids and grandkids, yeah.
That's how I want to go.
I mean, who wouldn't? But what's your next scene?
My next scene is when the cop, what's his name?
Cantone.
Mm-hmm. I'm about to just start calling him detective or something like that, since I can't even remember how to say it. Again, sorry for that. He raids their
nightclub.
Is this the time?
Yeah.
Yeah, my bad.
No, he ain't raided. He just came in there. He was in that jump.
He's like, Ray.
And Ray was like, he was dancing on the step, and Ray was like, shit. And he was like, what? He's like, the cop. That's him. The one I was telling you about showed up in my house. And he was walking over there.
And he's like, Ray.
Yeah.
You lied to me.
He's like, you lied to me, Ray, man. You exactly the Ray I was looking for.
And then, is this the time?
And the champ was right here.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. He's like, oh God, the champ, what are you doing here?
He's like, hey, Ray, can I talk to you in the back? Is somewhere we can talk at? Can the champ come with us? And that's when he went in the back. And he was telling Ray and Quick about, matter of fact, that's when he first met Quick. He's like, oh, this is my son, Quick. And he's like, son. He said, like, Quick is it fast? He said, nah, Quick is to kick somebody's ass. Quick. He's always quick and getting your ass kicked. He said, nah, I ain't had my ass kicked since I was, he said, when was that? 1911 when the doctor smacked me in my butt. He said, I'm still looking for him. And he was like, yeah, well, stick around, you might find him or something. And he said, yeah, Ray, I'm disappointed in you. And that's when he said, can we go in the back and talk and all that. He
basically saying, he tells him Bugsy's deal. Bugsy said, he said, y'all are from Monday to Friday, correct? Or Monday to Sunday?
He said, I don't know.
But anyway, in a specific time, I believe a week.
He said in a week time, y'all making $15,000.
A week.
Yeah, he said $15,000 a week. That's a lot of money, especially for a nigga.
That's alright. I just truly hate him. And he basically gives him Bugsy deal. Bugsy says, and also my bad. Before I say the, no, I'll say the deal. Didn't say the part. He said, the deal is you give 10,000 to Bugsy, and you keep the rest. 5. And also, just to show the nerve of him, he said, I think it's a fair deal.
Yeah, it ain't even a deal. That ain't even no deal.
That's, what is it called? I was about to say that's a hostile takeover.
That's extortion, robbery, I mean, whatever you want to call it.
And then he basically goes into how he hates them because they're black and they're richer than him.
Yeah, y'all living up here, doing all nice. Well, I'm living in a fucking hovel. He said, see, Bugsy was nice. He said, I don't leave you jigs with enough to barely get by. What did he say? The crawl back? What did he say? He said something slick. Anyway.
Then the Quick said, we're gonna kick. What we're gonna do? He's like, we're gonna leave.
No, he said, yeah, he said, man, we ain't gonna take this shit, sugar. We gotta go. He said, nah, we gonna leave. He said, what? He said, yeah, but we're gonna kick him in the nuts before we go.
Can I also mention? I know that's not the big part of the scene. But I like how he said my son and how he went back to the exact year and stuff. It shows that he truly cares and stuff.
Oh yeah. You know he truly cared. He took the boy in when he didn't even know him. I mean, well, he knew him because he used to have him run into the store for him. But
there's this quick scene before something else happened. Ray's in bed, right? And he's talking to his lady. He's like, no, this is after the meeting, right? Oh my God. Wait, it's the meeting after this.
Well, after they raided the club, I mean, after he came to the club,
then
they went and had a meeting.
He said, collect all the
collect everybody, tell them meet me at my house
in an hour.
Yeah.
And he basically said, tells the meeting, they're basically gonna rob Cancun. I mean, not Cancun. Bugsy.
Calhoun.
And get out of the city and set up somewhere else.
Yeah, he said everybody gonna leave with got the chance to leave with 50,000 each. And they was like, man, how you gonna do that? And he basically was telling them about the boxing fight with the champ was fighting dude Kirkpatrick.
And how they're gonna put 500,000 on the.
No, they weren't gonna put. I forgot what he said.
Was it 200,000? It was something 100,000. I know that.
No, he said. I think they said they put up 50,000. And he said
this was that
some it's gonna mix with the 300, but he said also take some money and act like we betting on Kirkpatrick. And
it's gonna make him.
He said so. Then Bugsy and them, I think they made him take a dive, and hopefully Bugsy and them put. He said so it doesn't matter. That's when Benny was like, oh yeah, so you want us to put our money with their? He can put his money with our money. We're gonna mix with all the money, and we're gonna get all that. He's like, yeah. He said you want smart motherfucker sugar.
You want no? He always says it's sugar. You're a smart, sweet motherfucker.
Yeah, but yeah, after that, your little singing.
He's laying in his bed with his woman, right? And he's like, I worry about that boy. She's like, your son? He's like, yeah. And I forgot what he said, but he's like, he's so. Did he say he was dumb? Or he's so.
I forgot what he said. See, that was your saying.
I forgot what he said, but he was saying something about his son. Then she was like, "How about we?"
No, she said we're gonna sit here and lay and talk about your son tonight, or we're gonna make love.
He's like, "What about we make love?"
No, she said, "Well,
how about for love for 4 hours?"
And she's like, let's make love and for some, and then until the sun come up or something.
And he's like, "How about we make love hard for
45 minutes?"
And then I
fall off into a deep coma like sleep.
And in the morning, I talk about my son.
And she's like,
she gave him one more offer, and then he's like, "Let's split the deal."
No, he's like, "I'll meet you halfway."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I love how, but I think pretty much in all his offers was somehow he's gonna talk about his son at one point.
Nah, he said, "Yeah, we can talk about my son in the morning." She's like, "Let's make love, and we can talk about your son in the morning."
No, I just love that him talking about his son had to be part of it.
Yeah, cause he worried about him.
I know.
He's tripping.
I know he is.
I mean, his son wasn't tripping. Let me take that back. His son was like I said. He's like, "Man, shit, I'm a man. You don't treat me as such."
I know. I'm just saying. I love how he always has to talk about him.
Mm-hmm.
It really shows that he cares. My next scene is they call in Tommy Smalls, right?
They ain't call him in Calhoun and
oh yeah.
And then was at the I guess
his house
or the office, wherever the hell they was at, and he was telling them
Tommy was doing something, correct?
No, he was like the dude was like boss, I don't understand how we the club ain't looking no lighter, but we coming up 10,000 short. He said same amount of people, but we coming up 10,000. He was like, yeah, that's because Tommy had stole 10,000 or something. He said, man, Tommy ain't. I don't think Tommy. He said, I fingered Tommy myself. I don't think he got the balls for that. He said, yeah, well you must have misunderstood, because Tommy got big fucking balls. And he said, oh, you fingered them yourself, huh? Then he was like, so you kind of responsible for my money, man. But he started talking about something else. He said, I want you to get with Calhoun, go over there, and I want you to slip Tommy's from ear to ear. No, he said, matter of fact, he said, I want you to go over there and pay Tommy a visit. But you did bring him to me. So come over here, put your hand on the ledge, on the piano jump. And that's when he let it slam when they sent it to the dude. He's like, check it. Is it broke? He's like, yeah, it's broke real good. He said, well, I want you to go see the doctor first and get your bad hand taken care of. Then I want you to go see Tommy with your good hand, and I want you to cut him.
Cut it straight.
From ear to ear.
But no, the business they were talking about was him saying they're betting on, what's the other guy who's against the champ?
Oh, Kirkpatrick.
Kirkpatrick's right. He's like, of course, they're trying to, they know.
No, you talking about when Tom came after they killed Tommy. That's after they killed Tommy Smalls.
Forget what I was saying then.
Yeah. Because they went to the joint. Remember they shot Tommy all up.
He's like
accused him of stealing because they caught him in the elevator with the girl, knocked him out. And they was like, "You with him?" She's like, "No."
Oh, let me bring something up. It was Dominic LaRue with him.
That wasn't no Dominic LaRue.
That wasn't? I thought it was her.
That was just a non-black lady. That Dominic won the trip. They knew that to hurt her. See, that he asked the black lady, "Oh, was you with him, man?" She was like, "No, I'm going upstairs." And he's like, "Oh, you have a nice night." And so anyway, when they woke Tommy up in the room, talking about he was stealing and all that, he's like, "Man, let's go to Calhoun." He's like, "Man, Mr. Calhoun told something." He's like, "What?" And then
he just let it fly.
The police nigga shot them all up.
He's like, "What'd you do that for?" He told me to slit his throat. He said, "Well."
He crossed his leg and pointed like, cut his throat.
Then Quick came visiting Tommy. I don't remember what reason, but he came visiting Tommy
because it's jumping like back and forth.
He comes up.
No, Sugar told him to go see Tommy. He's like, "Man, he can't be as big as Tom as they say. Why don't you go talk to him and see if you can get something out of him?"
Yeah, he goes up to him, right, and he's like, "Oh, I see."
Because he knocked on the door. He's like, "The door, Tommy, your door open, Tommy." Remember, he's like, Tom. And he seen him sitting in the chair, and he went to the front.
That's why I was
seen him,
He's like, oh, I see you're in the middle of something. Well, I'll give you a moment to decide. I'll come back later.
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
And get out of there. Then, oh my bad. While he's leaving though, Tommy's little brother.
I don't know if it's little brother, but his brother.
My bad. I thought they did something in the movie.
I don't know.
They probably did.
They might.
And he's like, hey, why are you coming out of my brother's room? And I assume he goes up. They don't show it though.
Yeah, because it goes back to what you was talking about when Cantone was going to see Calhoun.
Now Vera.
That's when he told him that's when he told him about
the bet.
Yeah. He said, man, they putting money on, they betting on the fight. And he was like this, oh yeah, they trying to get some money to go away with. And he was like, nah, they ain't betting on Jenkins, they betting on Kirkpatrick. He's like, oh, ain't that a wonderful champ? He's gonna take the fall for him. He said, well, I'm gonna put about 50,000 on it. And he's like, you better get whatever you got. You should scramble up whatever you got and put it on him too. And he was like, all right. Oh yeah.
Then Vera, they found out about delivery Tommy has, right? I mean, not Tommy, Bugsy.
Yeah.
He has like a delivery of money, correct?
Yeah.
Delivered to him on like a certain day.
Yeah.
Each year.
Yeah.
And the driver is Richie. That's his name. And so Vera, they have like, hey Vera, you got a girl who can get to him? Yeah. And she, yo, describe this scene.
She's like, I got a girl whose pussy so good. If you throw it up in the air, it turn into sunshine. And your man Benny looked up in the air, like, smiling about that shit.
I would like to see that.
And then Ray was like, I don't want to meet her. Then Sugar was like, I don't want to meet her.
Since he already has this?
Nah, he said, pussy that good. The fuck I want to meet her for? She gonna have me tripping out. Man, shit, I be running around.
No. He said I didn't, but then Benny said I want to.
Oh yeah. He said that's some good pussy or some shit. He said it must be some good pussy.
And then, did she meet him yet, or is that after?
No, she ain't meet him yet.
All right, you will tell me when she meet him. Quick goes on his date with Miss LaRue.
Yeah.
At Bugsy's club.
Oh no, see that happened before.
What?
Remember, because she went on I forgot about that. Quick went go ahead, but he went on a date. He supposed to be going on a date with her, but when he got to the date,
it was
Bugsy and her was at the table.
Mm-hmm. And basically Bugsy trying to recruit him.
And when he was just standing there at first, cause remember he's like oh, flowers and candy. He's like, yeah, it's for the lady. He said, oh, give it to her.
No,
because she loved flowers and candy.
No, I'm saying it killed me because he's like, flowers and candy? They're for me? He said, no, they're for a lady. Then give it to her.
Yeah, she
loves flowers and candy.
Yeah, like you weird ass. What the fuck are you even here for? But I'm looking at that bitch like, oh yeah. But go ahead.
And he basically, like I said, as a John Archer, he's like, I'm gonna have that club soon. But
no, he said, how did y'all like the offer? He said, I wouldn't call that shit no offer. He's like, oh, I don't.
He said that
something. He said, I don't do something. I make offers. Mm-hmm. He's like, yeah, well, something.
But he's like, but you have, talent, you have skill.
He's like, nah. He said, I heard y'all, Miss LaRue was at y'all place the other day, and it was packed on a Monday. Who fucking places be packed on a fucking Monday? And he's like, that's why he's like, I want you to come over here and work with me.
I have a little nightclub I want you to run.
Yeah, he said, I want you to run the cotton club with Dominique. Would you be able to do that? And she said, I would like that. I would like that, Mr. Quick, or some shit. But yeah, he was like, nah. What'd he say?
I forgot. He just said no.
Nah, that ain't for me. Something like
he's like, no.
Y'all got something going on. I'm gonna get the fuck out of here.
He's like, no, Mr. Quick. I want you to think on it.
Yeah.
And get back to me. He said, no, thank you.
Yeah, Quick, get the hell out of here.
And while Quick is leaving out, Tommy Small's brother.
And oh yeah, his men outside.
He's like, kill him. I'm all the time. He's like, I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna kill him.
I'm gonna kill my brother. Yeah.
He's like, get him.
They eat true.
No, but he did something like that. Why am I still doing his voice?
Hey, that's why I said you true.
But no, he's just crying the entire time. And his man was like, calm down.
Yeah. His man was like, he's like, we're gonna get him. Pull up on him. And then they just want to.
They have like a little chase across.
Cause Quick seen him.
He sees them.
Yeah, cause they bumped him.
No, he stopped and he bumped into them, and they killed one of the guys and broke the other one's nose.
Oh, just see, I thought they bumped him at first, and then he was driving a little bit. Then he slammed on brakes, and that's when they bumped him. But no, you probably right.
No, you might be right.
No,
I
think
it
you're right.
went my way.
Yeah, I think you're right.
But it got to a point where he jumped out of the car, and it kept going next to them.
Oh
and
yeah.
it crashed.
Nah, they hit the brakes to stop.
And what else, like, connected to each other? And he runs into a flower shop. It killed me. He went, whoop.
Oh, he dove through the window, yeah.
You know, I'm pretty sure the door was open since they have a...
The door was open. It's nighttime. Locked. What you talking about? Why would the door be open? That's a business.
I don't know, but it just kills me how the glass broke. Like, it broke after he went through it, not during him going through. What? My bad. No, but they get out their guns, right? 2 of them have machine guns. One of the guys dead, and the driver gets out with them.
Yeah.
And they just start going, I'm gonna kill you quick! Yeah. And it kills me because the driver's just like...
Hey, tell him.
He's like, stop firing that.
Yeah, stop shooting that little motherfucker.
And then, after they shoot...
He said, you killed my brother. He said, I don't know what you're talking about, man.
And he said something on his face. He's like, yeah.
He's like, man, y'all better leave me alone or something. Get out of here. He said, oh, really? Oh, and that's when they started shooting. And
then Quick, he's like...
Yeah, he shot 3 bullets, killed all 3.
He wasn't even looking.
It just came up.
I feel like that wouldn't happen if the driver didn't stop going...
Well, just shooting 2 shots, 1 shot.
I mean, it could have helped. You know, 1 shot could have made the difference.
I mean, they was wasting. I don't know why they ain't just... Why they got machine guns? They could have been having a little burst, but walking up on them, you know, instead of standing at the distance, they should have been walking up on them.
From what I've seen in movies and with machine guns, I will have just us shooting around, like you said, walking up.
Not shooting around.
No, I'm saying like shooting up, shooting down.
I don't need to shoot up or down. I know you down. So all
they know he was down.
Yeah, they.
Then why weren't they just firing down?
They was shooting right there at the window. I don't know what they was on.
I'm gonna say.
Cause you seen him dive, and he was down. They could see right into the shop. They just, man. But anyway, like I said, they should have been walking up. But go ahead, the next scene.
Then, he returns to what's his name? Sugar. He's like, what happened to you? He didn't tell him what happened.
No, they was like, Quick just got out of the cab.
What's going in a cab?
Yeah, he's like, what Quick don't get out of the cab?
He said, what happened to your car? He said, I got into a fender bender.
Yeah, something like that.
And then he got a call. It was from Dominic LaRue. And she basically come visit her and stuff, right? Mm-hmm. Is that basically what she said?
Yeah, and doing that because they flipping both scenes. Because then it's showing at the bar, Sunshine.
I thought that was when he got to her house.
That's where he went at, when she come with her.
I know.
And he was like, I'm just meeting you. Mm-hmm. And she was like, yeah. So he went to her house. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, while they showing him going to her house, they showing Sunshine at the bar. And dude like, man, I bought you drinks. You ain't looking at me. And she was like, he said, you looking at everybody else? She said, I'm not looking at every man in here. And she was staring at Richie. Mm-hmm. And then dude was like, oh yeah, and took her drink and threw it in the, I guess the trash or whatever.
I have a question.
Well, get him to buy you a drink, huh?
Was that staged?
What? That scene?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, the dude with the move.
I'm about to say, having him say, oh, you're not with me, drunk, and walking out.
Yeah, he with the move.
Yeah.
But anyway, and then
Richie,
she called the bartender and Richie over there talking with his men in there, and they was like, man, she looking at us. She want us, man. And the bartender, whatever she said to the bartender, he come down and was like, Richie.
The woman would like to buy
yeah,
drink.
And he was like,
not us. He's like, just Richie.
She said, just this gentleman. He was like,
She's like,
well, tell her I accept if she come down there and have a drink with me.
It killed me when she walking down.
She walking down.
No, I just she's walking down. All the friends going.
I was laughing how she like extra with the walk, try to move the shoulders, like try to look extra sexy. She look good as a motherfucker. But,
and she's doing her job.
Yeah, but
But anyway, she gets with Richie, right? And she basically hooks him on.
Yeah, she tell him new in town. Everybody so mean, but you look like you nice and all that.
And I could use a friend.
You could use a friend. and this and that.
And will you be my friend?
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, what's your name? Yeah. And he's like, my name's Richie, what's your name? She's like, Sunshine. Yeah. And then, I want to bring up this since it's important to the next scene. While Dominic LaRue is getting ready, Quick is going through her room, right? On her bed. And he finds a tiny gun under the pillow. Yeah. And he's like, huh. And then he's like,
he stopped thinking in his head, like, he said, and I thought I was the only one that slept with a gun under my pillow. Yeah.
Why are you sleeping with it?
That's what made it. No, he just saying, I'm the only one sleep with a gun under my pillow, and I sleep with a gun under my pillow just in case a motherfucker come in, because I know the lifestyle I'm living.
But she wouldn't.
So when he thinking like,
she knows I'm coming, so why would she leave it out?
No, he just thinking like, it's like he just felt weird about like it's some setup shit. So let me see what it is. That's why he did what he did.
And basically, she's having pillow talk, right? And she's trying to dig under the pillow for the gun. He's like,
why they talking? He's like, so why you with Calhoun? He basically questioned her about why she doing this. Do she really like him? And so after he asked her a few questions, he let her slide her hand up under there. And she pulls out the gun, but has no bullets. He's like, I'm sorry, something. Nah, she pulled the gun. He said, oh, so you will have sex with me and kill me. She was like, yes. And then she was like, click.
No, I'm like,
no, he said, is it business or personal? Because he asked her, is it business or personal? She was like,
both. Business for him.
But he was talking about, she was talking about sleeping with him.
I know.
Yeah, and so when he was like, this is personal, when he killed her.
And then he goes to Sugar's house.
But
one in the morning, he's like, I'm coming.
Basically, when that happened, it showed the scene, but I was mixing them together because it showed the dude bang on the bar, and that's when it showed the Sunshine and Richie scene. But I was like, we can mix it together. But I'm saying, it's mixing together.
I know what you understand. And then Calhoun, he's like, well, you killed her, and Calhoun's about to find out. And then they show Calhoun. Oh, you got never seen. My bad. He's like, you killed her. Give me a minute so I can find where you can live or stay. You know, he tells Sugar to.
Oh yeah, because he was on the phone. He's like, no, he came in.
No, he came in.
He's like, yeah, I killed her. He said, oh, you tore the pussy up. He said, no, I killed her, man. His pussy was that bad. He said, no, Sugar, I killed her, man.
No, and then he explained why everything that happened.
Yeah, man, all the time. He said, why you didn't tell me earlier? He said, because I was putting this shit together. Because he said the dinner was an invitation to join their gang. He said then they set him up to make it seem like he killed Smalls. Smalls and them brothers tried to kill him. And then that shit. But what?
And then he's like, okay, let me find you a place to stay. Next time. Didn't Calhoun attack the bar?
No, so after that happened, they raided the bar. The police raided the bar, took everybody to jail, remember? But he let Quick
walk out.
And that's when the Champ was with him. And he was like, give me an autograph, Champ. He was like, nah, I'm alright. And he's like, yeah, you gonna give me an autograph of your ass going down town with the rest of the jigs. Remember? And he signed it. He was like, put the field. And he said, Phil's spelled with a P, not an F. And Champ was like, he was like, it don't matter.
It's still.
Yeah, they raided them, took them.
And then, my bad to cut you off. When Ray walks outside, Calhoun's there. He's like, hi, Mr. Calhoun.
Yeah.
He gets in the car. He's like, he killed.
He said he killed somebody special to him. He was like, yeah. He said, I'm gonna kill him when I see him.
And that's why I was saying. So what was she to him? Like just his.
I told you, he was his woman outside of his marriage. His side joint. It's basically she probably was more of his woman than his wife because she did more
with him.
But she was just black, and I guess he couldn't be seen as her being his woman.
I know.
She'd be as his slave.
No, I'm saying because one part of me saw her as, his woman, his side piece that he truly loves.
She was a house slave. She was just like them house slaves that loved their master. And even though their master, if it came down to it,
abandoned.
will send her ass up the river one way or another.
Abandoned.
He sent her up the river one way or another. Send her to put her in a play to get killed. Send her to jail. Choose his wife over her. Send her back to the gutter. I mean, yeah.
Multiple things he did.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But no, he's get mad and saying, "I will kill."
He said, "I'm gonna kill." Right. So you
Quick.
I mean, quick. Yeah. You
and
better,
have you seen him?
He said, "Yeah, you better get him out of town, or it'll be one old nigga and one young dead nigga." Or G, whatever he said. But he said one old and one young.
And basically, Ray goes to the police station. I love this scene.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm here to buy everyone out of jail.
Yeah, I'm
Pay all their bill.
everybody out.
I love it because all three of the racist guards are in the back, right? He's like, "Oh, give him the actual amount. He's gonna go off running." Yeah. He throws out his pocket like it's cheap change.
Yeah, because he says that's 112 people, and I forgot what he said, like $1,700. $1,700
or something. It was It was 700 something. No, $7,600.
Whatever it was, I just know he went in the pocket and threw it on the thing.
Like it was cheap change.
He said, "Give me a receipt."
I love
and everybody had limos.
He was personally and he was personally out there shaking their hands.
Everybody hand.
Was he giving them money too?
No.
No, he was just shaking their hands like, "I apologize." And like,
sorry for your inconvenience and all that.
And when it was in the cars, like you said, there's champagne, there's candy boxes, all that, saying, "I apologize for this."
Yeah.
All that. He was really Sugar Ray.
Yeah.
And then let's get to my next scene. So they're staying at Bernie's house, correct? Quick is staying at Bernie's house. Benny. Mm-hmm. My bad, did I say Bernie?
Yeah.
I'm so sorry, Benny. Great character. I'm sorry I disrespected you. They're staying at Benny's house. And all four of them are there, and he's explaining like what I said, they had champagne and all that.
Yeah, Benny telling him about it.
And then Vera said, "You got anything to eat?" He's like, "I got some hash
and eggs in there."
And then she gets mad. She's like, "You don't got no hash?"
No, she's like, "Oh yeah, I want." They like, "Yeah," and I'm quick was like, "No, I ain't." And then she went in the kitchen.
And after like 2 minutes in there.
But before that, they was saying,
"You should apologize to her."
Did you ever apologize, baby? He's like, "No, I thought that was forget about it." He's like, "Man, you did, Shit, lady, you still need to apologize." And
they was all saying, "She's a really great woman and stuff." And then she said, "Where's that hash?" She's like, "You don't have hash."
He said right there, next same thing. He said, "That's tuna." He said, "Well, my fault, make some tuna then." He said, "You got my mom all ready for some hash and you ain't got some tuna fish."
And he's like, "F you."
He said, "Well, make the tuna. Shut the fuck up."
No, she said, "Get some glasses, you blind."
No, she said, "You shut the fuck up."
Get some glasses, you.
He said, She said, "You blind motherfucker." He said, "You fat bitch." But you should go in there and apologize.
She's a great woman.
Yeah, you could rate of 100 words, but he didn't say none of that.
Sorry. I just remember him saying something about him being blind.
Yeah.
And I'm saying, "You fat."
Yeah.
And it killed me though. And me would go back saying, "She's a great woman."
Yeah.
And he goes in there apologizing. She's like, "Look at the." No, before he walks in though, she's like, "Where's the orange juice?"
No, she said, "You got some orange juice in there?" And she was like, he's like in the fridge or something. She was like, "Man, that ain't nothing but a swallow."
And he said, "Swallow it."
Yeah, shut the fuck up.
And then when Quick goes in, she's like, "Look at this."
It don't make no sense.
And then he basically apologized saying, "I love you" and stuff.
Yeah. She's like, "I'm sorry for whatever." And she said, "Yeah, well, get your sorry ass back in the living room. Tell him to send somebody else to get some orange juice."
And he's like, "I love you too."
I love you too. I left out.
And then you can see as soon as he left, she was able to finally break down.
Yeah, she's out crying. I love that little old boy. Yeah.
But I like how it shows that she has to keep like a strong front, but
yeah, because she a woman, run a group of women and in a man's world, but definitely back then in that lifestyle too. But go ahead.
But I like how it shows that it's for her son.
Yeah, she helped raise that boy.
She brought it up multiple times. And then the next part of the plan. No, this is your scene where Richie.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, she No, I just like that. What you tell her, Richie?
She's like, Richie.
Oh, Richie.
After he agreed to do something for her.
Something. I think you're gonna be at the point, but I'm a numbers girl. I pick up numbers from one spot and then take them to another spot, and I get paid for it. And she put her head down like he's gonna get to the point. He said, "Oh, don't worry about that, cause one day we're gonna sit back and have a big. I'm gonna tell you what I do. We're gonna have a real big laugh." And she said, "Richie, I don't know. I don't want to say this, but I think I'm in love with you." Well, no, because before she said that though, she was like, yeah. And he's like, "What you doing tomorrow? I want to see you." She's like, "Oh, I gotta do something." And he's like, "I'm gonna pick you up. Don't worry about it. Something changed that and this and that." She's like, "Oh my God, this and that." She's all excited, fake like she's excited. I told him, yeah, that's when she told him, "I think I'm in love with you." And he started. Remember, he had the one tear come down his face. Hey, Slim, you talking about crying, laughing? I cried so hard.
Explain the rest of it.
I see that joke 100 times, still cry like it's the first time. But anyway, after she do that, she leave out. That man get right on the phone. What he say? Operator, give me something, whatever. Call this house. That's why I say he's a piece of shit, man, but funny dude. Cause I guess his daughter had to answer the phone because when they picked up the phone, all you can hear him say, "Hey baby, put your mom on the phone." So when the mama get on the phone, he's like, "Hey sweetie, I ain't coming home again. Take it easy." Hey, but the funny part is after he hung up, he looked around. Yeah, he felt good. Like I feel good about what happened. I said, "This bastard."
Surely a dirty person.
I said, "This fuck." I mean, okay, he left his wife. Alright. But you leave your fucking kid? And I don't know if you just got one kid, if that's just the one that answered the phone.
Or he has more, but yeah, he said he looked happy, like this was the right choice of abandoning his child.
He gave you that deep breath. Like, yeah. That nigga wild power.
Alright. Let me speed run to the rest of this. They basically play, he burns down Sugar's shop, right?
Yeah.
Then they put their plan in action. Richie picks up his numbers. They blow up Bugsy's.
Yeah, they went in the club, shot up, made everybody run out.
Blew
put
up
the bomb and then blew up his I guess that was the kind of club.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to. He picks up Sunshine. They drive. In the other car, you can clearly see.
Oh, Benny and Vera.
And he has his glasses on. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but then you can see Ray. You see I
their
forgot
man.
Charlie Murphy name in the movie. But he playing with the lights because he controlling the lights.
And Vera and Benny crash into them.
What you keep laughing for?
No, I'm seeing, thinking about, and I'm thinking how big his eyes were in the glasses. And they crash into him, right? And they, Quick and Ray, as the cops, pull up, and they go in the back, right, and they grab the money. Mm-hmm. Then real police show up, corrupt police, so real police, show up. They take over the situation, and the whole time, Richie was being followed by the detective, who followed Sugar and Ray.
But we don't know if them dudes real police, because they was working with.
Actually, no. My bad. They weren't real.
They was just white.
They was being paid.
Yeah.
Money. And he follows them to a bank, right? Mm. And he's like, and they're opening the bank vault, and they're just standing there. He's like, all I had to ask is, I saw everything. I felt like y'all would pull something, so I followed Richie.
Yeah, he said, y'all had a good thing going on.
Until
the real cop showed up.
The real boy showed up.
Yeah.
It was smart of y'all letting it go.
Yeah.
But all I want to know is, why would you come to a bank that been closed
He said,
down?
why would you break in a bank that been closed for 4 years? Laughing and shit.
And then they start laughing and saying, we knew you probably would pull something like that and following him. Mm-hmm. And it's because you're getting in there. And you see the men behind them show.
All you heard was like,
and
that's what made them turn around. But they was like, we knew Richie was making a drop, and we knew Calhoun probably had his best boy fall on him. So.
And they basically locked him in there. And Eddie Murphy's brothers, he was like, there should be oxygen in here for a few days.
He said, man, you can't leave me, I'm gonna die here. He said, Ray was like, nah. Said that if you
there's enough air.
There's enough air to survive for 2 days in here. And he's like, man, who was with you? He said, you said 2 days, right?
He said, give a few hours.
Yeah.
Give or take. Yeah. And I love, he said, I'll call the police on the week, on Monday.
He said, yeah, somebody opened it up on Monday. And he was like, Eddie was like, if I was you, I'd take short breath.
It killed me. As soon as they closed the door, he started.
Yeah.
I this is not part of the movie. I personally like to think that they left him in there. He died.
I mean, hopefully, but
I feel like Sugar is the dude to do that, but I feel like he might have died in there, and that's my personal opinion.
Yeah. Or either way, he came out and all the stuff that happened afterwards. Shoot, he'd be in trouble anyway.
Oh, my bad. Also, in between these scenes, they're cutting between the fight where Big Z is there.
Bugsy, yeah, he had to fight.
And the champ is whooping.
Yeah.
Can I call it a fight?
No, that's a massacre.
I was gonna say, the champ did his thing.
And that's when Bugsy, they thought he was still throwing the fight until like the 7th round. I think he knocked the dude out. Or he dropped him and they stood up.
And then
they got out of there. They
then
went to Ray house.
And then it's like, where's Cantone? They're trying to call him.
Yeah.
I will give him this. At least he went in with his men. But he only went in because he had his men.
Yeah, he was a fool going in with his men. But anyway, they went in.
He realized.
Like, let me think. I was trying to think of it. He realized that they've been set up. And the dude's like, let's get the. He was like, no. And Slim opened the door. And the whole time was wide to blow.
I think it hit some of the cars out there, the explosion.
Yeah, the explosion was big.
But anyway, he dead, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you go, no, before this though, Vera showed up acting. Showed up like, Mr. Cantone. He's like, how are you, miss?
Because I forgot about that part. Go ahead.
She basically like, oh, they forced me into it about how they're gonna rob you and keep escaping.
Yeah, they talking about it right now. He said, where they at? She said, they at the Ray's place. You know, his son shot my toe off, and he's like, oh my God, I can't believe it.
He's like, she's like, I wanted to speak against them, but I thought they was gonna kill me.
Yeah.
And basically,
because before that, your man came in too. Richie came in when he was like, they switched the bags. I had Lady Heroin in there. I thought I was in love with her, but.
And it was really just rolled up sugar.
Yeah, every time with sugar.
Or Sugar Ray.
Yeah,
a little sugar.
But
after that, you see them playing the cops. He's like, you did a good job. He's like, thank you, mister.
Yeah.
And left. And he's like, beautiful town. He's like, yeah, but you know where I'm going to be able to come back. I think it's because the Power Boy they just left and how much they did.
I mean, because that's why I think they didn't kill Cantone.
Oh, they're going to let him take them.
No, because he would get out of jail and be able to say they set this up, they did this and that. And then their restaurant got bombed. His house blew up with Bugsy Calhoun and them in it. So
I always assumed that it was he died, Bugsy died, and most of the police I assumed were on Bugsy payroll. So and plus the power vacuum. I just thought it was all these factors working against them.
But ain't no police died.
But see, that's why I thought. I personally, like I said, thought Calhoun died.
No.
And he just ran out of air.
No, I don't think he died. I think he really got out because they rather him live with knowing that your racist ass got tricked by some black dudes. You know what I'm saying? You got to live with the embarrassment. But what I'm saying, they can't stay there because
he gets out.
My club was raided. I paid for all these black people to get out of jail. A mobster blew up in my house. I mean,
his club was blown up.
Yeah,
it's too many fingers being able to be pointed
at some black people.
Mm-hmm.
That's rich. That they we don't want the rich off of legal gambling and nightclub owning. Nah. But
legal.
illegal.
Mm.
All that stuff was illegal.
Oh, especially back then.
Yeah. That's 1935. Unless you was in, that's why they went to Vegas. That was one of the reasons they went to Vegas.
Because down there,
it wasn't no laws against gambling. So you can gamble, it's legal.
But I love it that they finished it. He's like, "What we're gonna do, Pops?" He said, "I don't know, son. I'm gonna miss these Harlem nights."
He was like, "Yeah, we got a tank full of gas and a trunk full of cash."
No,
he said, "Ain't that sweet?
Mm-hmm.
It's sweet as sugar." And that's when they started playing my song. Drop me off in Harlem.
Yeah, I like
Louis Armstrong.
Mm-hmm. I like that they called it father and son.
Yeah. Right,
and I love the ending.
What else would you do? Motherfucker raised you since you was like.
No, I'm just saying that I always like that they brought it up in the movie, but he never said thanks, Dad. He always called him Sugar until the very end.
I think he said. I mean, he probably. Yeah, he always say Sugar.
I was saying, but you could see Sugar multiple times say, or people who know them like, "Oh, that's Sugar's son or Ray's son."
Yeah, I raised you with no woman. If you wasn't a woman, a man's child, you wasn't my child. I found you in the street, raised you, single man.
But anyway, that was Harlem Nights.
Yeah.
It was a great movie. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Our next review will be up tomorrow. And we're back to our regular schedule.
Alright.
So, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Alright.